Hey guys, this is Neon, this is Clownfish Gaming, and this is an update on the situation with indie RPG, The Coffin of Andy and Leyley. We did a video, I would say a couple of weeks ago, talking about the controversy around this game, and apparently things have escalated because the creator of the game is stepping back from the project, apparently having been doxxed. So this is a thing that happens with these indie titles often. Ask Scott Coffin, creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, how that worked out for him. People who are for or against an anti or whatever, they tend to be very obsessed, very passionate. I guess passionate. But yeah, I don't think that regardless of whether or not you agree with the content in the game, I don't think anyone should get doxxed over a video game. I think this is dumb. My understanding is that the overtones, the brotherly, sisterly love overtones of the game, it's apparently a bad ending. This is not something that it permeates the entire game as I understand it. And I have to wonder, it seems like another developer is taking over the game, and I have to wonder if they won't just like edit that out of it just to avoid more controversy. Weirdly enough, a lot of the people that are attacking the creator of this game probably are into this sort of thing anyway. I'm just saying, a lot of fan art and stuff like that. It's a very weird situation for sure. So let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please give us a sub. We do gameplay videos. Yeah, see, look at that. Look at that. We do gameplay videos. We do gaming news. We're going to be ramping up the gameplay content over here on Clownfish Gaming. Did I mention we do gaming, and more gaming? Yeah. So this is coming from Niche Gamer. Niche Gamer, who has been covering this situation. They said the Coffin of Andy and Leyley creator steps back after alleged doxing. Now, the thing with doxing is that sometimes people actually get doxxed, and sometimes they say that they got doxxed, but they didn't actually get doxxed. It just depends on, what's going on. I mean, a lot of times people are like, oh, I got doxxed, but it was like very, very easy to find, publicly available information. Other times it's like, yeah, I tracked them down to their house, and I took pictures of their house, and here I am standing outside their house, and you know what I'm saying? As we've seen, and it depends, on YouTube, obviously. Certain people can get away with that. Others can't. It's never wolf. Anyway, Leyley, the creator of the Coffin of Andy and Leyley, is stepping back from online activities after reportedly being doxxed. In a recent pre-devlog statement, Kit9 Studio announced that the freelancers of the studio would be handling the game's social media presence in order to protect Leyley and allow them to focus on the art and story. The game has been the subject of criticism by social media users who are upset about the content of the story. But it's got an overwhelmingly positive, review. I mean, we're talking almost 9,000 reviews. It can't be that bad of a game. I'm just saying, where there's a lot of people that are really into that kind of stuff. I don't know. But anyway, here's the statement from Kit9 Studio. As per request from the primary developer, Kit9 Studio has acquired the title, The Coffin of Andy and Leyley. Our team of freelancers will handle the programming, community management, customer support, business contracts, and legal disputes. Will you handle Twitter? Will you handle Tumblr? Will you handle all the stands and the antis and the whatever they are? The original developer will continue providing art and story. We will do our best to support them as they create the game they want to create. On a sadder note, the developer has decided to permanently and completely terminate their activities online from here on. The best way to show your support is by focusing your discussion toward the game and not the developer. They wish to be left alone. There will be no communication or information forwarded to the developer from this point onward. They're choosing to remain completely in the dark and to continue their work happily offline. Other than Kit9 Studio stepping into the role of owner and publisher, the development of The Coffin of Andy and Leyley will continue to proceed with no change in plans. The devlog for December will still be delivered as originally promised and will be the final words from the developer. All future game announcements afterwards will be handled by Kit9 Studio. Now, this game, I don't think has a warning on it or anything. And I think it's like a PG-13 type game. And you'd think that if it was really egregious that Steam would get rid of it. And they haven't. I'm sure they've been contacted. I'm sure these people have contacted Steam and tried to get them to remove the game, but they have not done so. While the announcement doesn't exactly explicitly mention the harassment the creator has faced in recent months, fans speculate that Leyley's personal information has been spread online. So let's go out to Reddit. That's where I saw this. The creator of the Coffin of Andy and Leyley got doxxed and harassed off the internet, hands game ownership to Kit 9. Anonymous. Forum post today announcing partial retirement from the game. Will only do story and art. Sold off to Kit 9 for all other purposes. All online activity nuked, including old itch games. 99% was probably due to 99% it was probably due to Leyley being doxxed on the base Jack party. What? Effing gross. Some people need to step outside and touch grass. Depressing. Popping briefly after seeing this making the rounds for add context. Leyley still has, and I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know if I am or not. Leyley still has final say over the game's future, but otherwise sold it to Kit 9. In addition, all that's known about the culprit behind the doxing so far is that it came from an anon poster on a message board. Either way, whatever your thoughts on the game, she didn't deserve this. So it's a woman that did this. I kind of gave off like female femme vibes. Man, message boards are really just getting up to all sorts of video game based adjacent effery these days. It's been going on for years. It's insane to me how common doxing is. It really should count as a serious criminal offense when done to totally random people. I think when you put somebody in harm's way, when you add doxing with threats such as calling in a SWAT team or something, and trying to get them shot, it's not funny. Somebody could wind up dead, and I think that there needs to be definitely criminal charges pressed against people who do that sort of thing. And we've seen it happen. I mean, I remember a couple of years ago, Dr. Disrespect was streaming and somebody like drove by his house and shot his windows or something. I'm like, what the frick is wrong with you? Over video games. All this over video games, right? Or politics or something stupid. With this in the current insane Korean dev meltdown, today is a bad day for gaming. What's happening in the Korean game dev scene? I'm curious too. Limbus Company drama has completely resolved. There was miscommunication with media company. Okay, Limbus Company stuff is not 100% resolved. Okay, well, it's a whole nother issue. There's nothing sacred anymore. Seriously, though, this is super S-word behavior. I'm sorry, this horror game has disturbing material in it. That's true. Nothing has been sacred for a long time. One of the saddest and most ironic things about this whole thing, the mobs had gone after a woman who had managed to succeed and make it big. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Isn't that like, you would think that a lot of the people that go after indie developers would be cheering them on, being like, yeah, one of us got through, somebody who wanted to tell their own story, they got through. But I've seen this in webcomics too. We did webcomics for a number of years, and there's just a lot of crabs in the bucket, man. There are a lot of people, even in YouTube, they want to destroy indie content creators because it's not them. So they find some stupid reason to hate on them, whether true or mad or whatever. They blow things out of proportion because they want to cancel that person, because in their minds, if they can't have it, the success or whatever, then nobody else should have it either. 9 times out of 10, when there is doxing like this, it's either someone that's like super obsessed or somebody who fancies themselves as being like a rival. So it could be like a rival developer is just like, oh, their game's getting rated better than my game. More people are talking about their game than my game. Oh, it's got brotherly love and sisterly love in it. Oh my God, you can't play this game. It's awful. And the person who made it's awful, I think it's simpler than that. People are looking for soft targets. I remember back in the early 2000s, something awful switched seamlessly from bragging about causing trans people to commit suicide to moral guardians of left-wing politics fighting fascism. Picking targets based on who would win them the most easy cheerleaders. That actually is true. And again, this kind of goes along with what I was saying. People do it for the clout. A lot of times, the people that I feel, from what I've seen, especially on Twitter, people that join these kind of cancel culture mobs, they are lacking something in their own lives, and they think that tearing other people down will fill that hole, right? They think that, they're making friends. It's like, my enemy of my enemy is my friend. And a lot of times you have very tenuous alliances. You have people that, have a common enemy to hate on, but then 9 times out of 10, I see this so many times, 9 times out of 10, people that team up to attack somebody or some person or some company or something, whatever, they turn on each other. because you basically have a bunch of really unhappy people. They're going around just trying to get people canceled or whatever, and then they're still unhappy. Sometimes they succeed. Sometimes they get a person canceled and they're still unhappy and they don't understand why. So then they start attacking each other because they're all unhappy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, God forbid the horror game freaks people out. So-called horror fans when the game has horrific elements. Again, this was supposed to be a bad ending. Yeah, so the person, the creator is still working on the game, but, you know, doxing, not good, guys. And, you know, a lot of people would prefer just to stay kind of anonymous. I mean, the creator of Demon Slayer, they stayed as low key as they could until it became this like huge global phenomenon. And it was like, okay, cat's out of the bag. But I mean, I don't think this is anywhere near that. But the weird thing is I'm sure this game sold a lot more copies because of the controversy. You know, Streisand effect. I think that actually happened. I think this game sold a lot more copies because of the controversy. A lot of people wouldn't have heard of it. They never would have checked it out if it wasn't for the controversy. I only heard of it because of the controversy. What else did they publish here? Kit 9 Studio. Just this. So I don't know what Kit 9 Studio is exactly, but there we go, guys. So game is still being published. It has not been delisted from Steam. If it offends you, don't buy it. You know, apparently Steam doesn't think it's so egregious that they have to yank it out of the store. It doesn't even have a warning or anything on it. You know, so there it is, guys. Please subscribe for more gaming content, and we'll talk later. Thanks for watching. If you like this content and want to see more, please subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. And check out more videos on the channel, including Let's Plays and art and animation videos here on Clownfish Gaming.
Now he's just tasty, delicious, rotten flesh meat, which I can consume. Don't read into it too much.
Just like our museum, the cafe's open and Brewster is eager to serve. I don't think this was in the show. Run, 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 run. Oh, you got splatted.
No. Oh, wait.
Oh, she was begging and you kicked her in the face.
I don't care.
Hey guys, Squid King here, and today we're in a...
Not girl boss at all. She is not a material girl.
She is not. Oh, it's Christmas time here in your mom. Nobody wants to join your mom.
What?
Like I can't even cook kid cuisine right. I would last about 2 minutes with Gordon Ramsay.
What? Where is he?
He's hiding. He's hiding from you.
He better.
Oh my God, you got the axe.
Walker, does this look like Steven Universe? Let me punch him. Well, I'm just here for the wax. Right where you belong.
Get in the dirt.
Well, that was a combination of events I probably shouldn't have put together. Anyways, let's open this bottle too.
Chica Pinata. Is that official?
Oh, no.
There's a bootleg.
Hello. Sorry.
Hey guys, it's Diamond Tool.
Let's make a farm.
Like and subscribe and buy my merch.
I mean, while you're here, you guys should like really like and subscribe and buy our merch, all of which we have.
That is true. You can't run them carrying trash. You can get away with one F-bomb per PG-13 movie.
I wish I'd known that sooner.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to wrap this effer up.
Yes.